Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I know that sounds crazy. Don't forget, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be talking about what else? The Dallas Cowboys and the ramifications of the franchise tag, as well as a preview of training camp. We talking about practice, not the game, not the game that we love. We talking about training camp practice. I can't wait, and I know you can't either. It's time. It's time to get ready to get this party started. So, without further ado, today is a big day. It is almost 10 o'clock here, which means there is only 6 hours. 6 hours and counting for the franchise tag to be turned into a long-term deal, or your ass is going to be playing on that tag. Saquon Barkley says, my ass ain't playing on that tag. Does not want to. And it doesn't sound like there's been any movement whatsoever as far as that case. It will be interesting to see what Saquon does being tagged. Will he go all out to go ahead and say, you know, I want to get a big deal next year? Will it be, I'm going to save myself? Will it be that he doesn't talk to the Giants like Dwayne Thomas did way back in the day for the Dallas Cowboys? All these will be answered coming up here at training camp. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited, I'm happy, and can't wait until training camp opens up next Wednesday. We literally are 9 days away. Now, deeper into the franchise tag, Tony Pollard seemed to be the only one that was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with getting the franchise tag, because he didn't walk, he ran. Well, he couldn't run because he was actually injured. Ran to get his tag signed because he's thinking, I don't know, maybe he went into the future and saw how the running back market was cratering, because literally when you look at Tony Pollard's deal, $10.1 million versus Mixon taking a pay cut, being $6 million a year. Basically, Tony Pollard is going to make the majority of that in one season and has the opportunity to get paid, of course, after this year. It still sucks as a running back because you get no love anymore. Running backs used to be the premier position in the NFL. Now, they don't care about you anymore. And that's actually a sad thing. But be that as it may, Tony Pollard is excited about being a Dallas Cowboy, about the season coming up, and showing everybody that he's worth every penny that he's getting paid. Dak Prescott, his whole wide receiver room, his tight ends, all of those guys have gone to camp together. Well, gone to Hotlanta, to work out. I gotta say, I love seeing every bit of this. I love seeing the fact that these guys are there working out together, bonding, trying to become a group, trying to become the best guys that they can be. As I pointed out last night in my fireside chat, one of the reasons I think that the Cowboys ended up doing better than what people expected last year was mainly because you look at the team and the guys working together and knowing each other. There's a lot to be said for guys that are on the roster from the year before, understanding what the play calling is. Now, if you get a new coach and things in there and a new philosophy, well, all bets are off then, because then it's a different story, because they're not doing necessarily the same thing they did before. But in a case like the Cowboys, having Dak Prescott, having that repertoire with his wide receivers, and the fact that they ended up bringing in Brandon Cooks as early as they did, meant that he was here for all the OTAs. Now, for example, the Titans, who, excuse me, the Titans who, to me, really screwed the pooch. They decided, we're not going to pay A.J. Brown. We're going to let him go, and we're going to trade him. Get rid of that guy and realize that you have a hole in your wide receiver core. Does that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound kind of like what the Dallas Cowboys did? Yeah. We did the same thing with Amari Cooper and realized we made a huge mistake by getting rid of that guy, which is why we went out and got Brandon Cooks, which is why the Titans went out and got DeAndre Hopkins. They realized we screwed the pooch. The sad thing about it is they actually had a younger guy than DeAndre Hopkins right there. They'd been better off if they paid that guy. Maybe they wouldn't have had a 7-game losing streak. But we'll see what Hopkins does for them with the Titans. We, on the other hand, we found out the hard way too. F around and you find out that getting rid of Amari Cooper was not the smartest thing for us to have done. It just was not. And we're making amends for that now by bringing in Brandon Cooks. And it's fortunate that we brought him in when we did, because now he could go ahead and get used to playing with Dak Prescott and working out and everything else. And don't fool yourself into thinking that that extra time that Dak is spending with his receivers and things doesn't matter. When you only have 14 padded practices, and it still, to me, mystifies how you can go into playing professional football now and literally not tackle. The only time a guy is getting hit, a quarterback's getting hit, is in games. Real games, not preseason games. The only time a running back is getting tackled is in a game. I don't know how you get ready for a game, how you work on your craft and your technique and fundamentals without actually doing them. This NFL, I just don't understand. The guys are faster, stronger, quicker, hit harder and everything else, but they can't hit in practice. Something about getting your body ready and muscle memory of doing the same thing. I know we have a lot of older players that are screwed up because of football. And maybe they're right about trying to limit the way they are, but I still believe that when you do not practice technique, understanding how to hit somebody, how to take a hit, that the only time you actually get it is in the game, bro, it's too late. Need to go ahead and work on that. So that's what we have right now for this morning. I'm going to get started here on getting some work done on the Red Brick House. I got some thoughts on Philly 500, who literally is losing his damn mind and his butt hurt. I'll have more on that. I got to get my computer out the car to do that, set that up, but I'll talk about that in a little bit after I get the walls wet, because I'm going to be plastering walls, trying to put up some gutters. I got more trim to do. I got drawers I got to make for the cabinets and stuff. I got a lot of shit to do. A lot of shit to do. And we're going to get it done, because that's what we do here at Joe Boo Sports Report. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and we'll be checking back in on the franchise tag time at 4 o'clock too. Peace.